So we're going to proceed in this tutorial with formal writing skills, that is on the language that is supposed to be used in a memorandum. So I already said a memorandum is used when you want to communicate a message to a large audience and mostly just on one subject, and this is an audience that has got a common effect. So the message has got a common effect to the whole audience. For example, when you want to communicate a message about a DME test to the students, so you can write a memorandum. So the language that is supposed to be used in a memorandum depends with some of these things. So the nature of the message, what are you trying to talk about? So if you are talking about school-based issues, the language of yours is going to be different. When you're talking about supporting yourself, like that is a self-protection memo, the language is also going to be different. And also the position and authority of the receiver. To where are you writing the memo to? So that is also going to affect the way the memorandum is going to the language of the memorandum. And also just the nature of the message. What are you talking about? Okay. Interpersonal relationships. The receiver and the sender of the memo. What relationship exists between them? Context of the message. What are you really trying to talk about in the message? So you need to make sure that you keep the language simple and unambiguous. It shouldn't be that complicated, difficult to understand. The form of a memo, you first get to, you are going to have a company logo or name. For example, the University of Zambia there with its logo. Then memorandum like that, the name written. It will be written to maybe to the student populace from, it can be from the University of Zambia Senate or Department of Medical Education, DME, and the date is going to be put. Subject can state maybe date of the DME test, and then now the information is all going to be given with everything. Okay. And then at somewhere near the end there will be initials of the writer, that is the just the abbreviations or the letters or the names of the writer. And in conclusion, the picture writing produced at work, and it reflects the writers. So all the initials of the writer here, this is the conclusion of the memo. This is where we are going to see from or by the academic minister or the minister of this and this. Even some references can be put. You are going to see CC Prime Minister, CC Vice President, like that. So in conclusion on writing a memo, people judge writing produced at work and it reflects the writer's personality, attitude, professionalism, education, credibility. So choose words carefully and wise because people are going to judge your personality, your attitude, even your professionalism, your education, and also your credibility by the ways that you get to use. That is why it is very, very important to make sure that you pay particular attention to the way you. So now let's also get to understand how do you write circulars or notices. So notices should include the date and time of the meeting and also its purpose or topic. What is the purpose of that meeting? And who should attend that meeting? That is why notices are written. So these are just short messages about a meeting to make sure that people know. That is why it is called a notice, to give you just a notice so people should know about what is supposed to happen. So you need to give the purpose of the meeting, the date and time of the meeting, or should I request. So statements to invite participants to send items for the agenda, unlike the memo, except that dissemination of information to a large audience. So a notice is simply a statement to invite participants to send items for the agenda. So I just inviting participants. Can you give some items? What should we include in the meeting that you are going to have? And like a memo, this is a circular dissemination. You are trying to disseminate information. You are giving information to the public. But a statement to invite, that is notice. So it is information outside an organization and may include several subjects other than a memo